champs, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am going to be discussing something a bit light today. Please check out my series if you haven't already done so. I'm going to be chatting about 3 things that I regret not doing in varsity or I miss about varsity, and 3 things that I think I did right. Cool. I'm going to get started. So 3 things that I miss or that I regret. Number 1, I'll start with 3 things that I did right that I'm glad I did. 1, joining leadership. So being part of Forest Hills Residents Association and being part of InvestSoc, I think I learned a lot about leadership. I learned a lot about conflict resolution, and I had a lot of answers when I started interviewing for grad roles for the scenario type questions. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm also grateful that I chose my degree in finance, and that's simply just like a money thing, because I look at other industries and where I use my skill set, and I'm really grateful that I got to get into financial services because they are typically higher paying, and because of South Africa having a first world class financial services industry, it also means that I have a better chance of going abroad with my skills. Obviously, like your skills like medicine and your engineering also have better opportunities, but I know that if I get the opportunity to work in a global or multinational branch here in South Africa, then it makes it that much easier for me to go overseas as well. So being in financial services affords me that, that opportunity, and that's something that I hope to explore one day, and I'm really grateful for that. And I think the 3rd thing is what I'm glad I did was stopped drinking. So I like to joke that I've been sober for 7 years, but yeah, I stopped drinking I think in 2015, Jan or Feb. There wasn't anything dramatic. I started in matric, which isn't a great time to pick it up, by the way, but it's a habit that just didn't stick. In matric, we would put money together, we call it uglasa, with my cousins, and we'd buy Chapel red wine, which is really cheap, and we couldn't even stand the taste, so we would actually mix it with bob. And then I got to varsity and we put money together. I think the only thing I liked was iguarana. I liked the taste of that because I really enjoy Red Bull. Today even, that's something that's like almost always in my fridge. So yeah, I think I just stopped because I didn't like what I was seeing in terms of like people and how they used to behave when they were drunk, and like generally it makes me slow and sluggish, and I'm a corner stand kind of person at parties, and I think drinking didn't change that, and I wasn't doing it for that. So for me it just didn't serve a purpose. And my dad doesn't drink, so once in a while like I'll hear something ridiculous about like people spending a lot of money at the club or whatever, and then I'll call him and I'll be like, if we were to start drinking today, where would we fit that into our budget? Because I don't think it's a particularly expensive habit. It's just that if you didn't pick it up and like you start getting into it, what do I have to remove? Would I have to remove like meat, which I love? Would I have to remove like drinks? Like I don't drink as much carbonated drinks as I used to because of gym, but like I like sparkling water. Would I replace like my sparkling water with alcohol now? I don't know. I'm glad that it's a habit that just didn't stick, and people that like it, and I just didn't, and I think I'm grateful that I didn't force it more than anything in varsity. And then things that I miss, obviously leave. So I have 28 days now, and I remember I was so excited when I signed with my current company because I came from a company that had I think 22 or 23. So when I signed, I was telling like this girl that I went to varsity with, this company has 28 days of leave, you guys are living. And she just laughed. She's like, look, you'll see with time that even that isn't enough. So I miss because in varsity you used to finish mid-November. So you had November, mid-November, you have all of December, you have all of January, and then you sort of start like seriously with classes mid-Feb. That's a solid 3 months. Granted, you don't have money, so you can't really do anything, nice with your 3 months, but like I really miss that flexibility of having my time belonging to me. But obviously, if you've done economics, you know about trade-offs. So it's like you're trading off your time for your money, and then later on you trade off money for your time. it is what it is, right? And okay, so the second thing I regret, if you don't take anything out of this video, take this out: getting your license. So I did a video where I was chatting about insurance, and there's a positive correlation between how long you've had your license and your insurance premium. So the longer you've had your license, the shorter, or the negative correlation, sorry, the longer you've had your license, then it shows, or it's a signal that you're an experienced driver, which means your premium is likely to be lower. To give you an idea, when I started, like when I got my car, was in 2016, but I started driving like 2017, like I started driving a lot then, and I didn't have insurance. And then I got to Joburg, and then I got to insurance, and it was a 2008 year model Corsa Light, which was valued at about 45 to 50,000, and it wasn't financed, right? I paid insurance of like 800 Rand because when I got it, my insurance was 2 years old. Oh, sorry, my license was 2 years old. So when I started driving, it felt like I didn't know how to drive. And I tried to tell them, look, I've been driving since 2017, it's been 4 years, but it didn't matter because my license wasn't old. So if you can, try and get your license. And I know it's expensive, etc., etc., but try and get your license so that when you're out of varsity, you've got 2 or 3 years, and then you buy your car, and your insurance premium isn't as high. So yeah, that's probably my biggest regret. That should have been number one. And then the last one is dating. I wish I dated a whole lot more in varsity. Look, I've never prioritized it. I think it was just something to do when the course was tough, because a lot of people will find an escape. If like your courses are hard, then you'll find an escape. It can be like going out, it can be drinking, it can be self-medicating. So I just started dating. Like, I wish I'd been intentional about it, and I wish I'd done it for the right reasons, so that when I'm 27 now and like everything is so serious, like it's what you think about kids, what you bring to the table. It's exhausting. And also just the safety aspect, but I think that's got more to do with me moving from Cape Town to Joburg, because when I started dating in Cape Town outside of varsity, and it was fun. I mean, I had money, so we could go out to the restaurant, I could split, I could initiate dates myself. But my problem was, the nice thing about Cape Town was a lot of the faces were familiar, so even if I don't know you, you're sort of a mutual friend, so I feel safe. I had a community where I could be like, hi, do you know this guy? Oh, Mang dating Mang. Oh, is he a serial killer? Like, I don't need to know about his relationship, but like, is he a serial killer? Is he weird? Am I safe with him? Type of thing. And then when I moved to Joburg, like you go on the dating apps, and like, obviously there's a lot of guys that I met, like that are from class. Why would I leave Cape Town and not date you and come here and date you? So I saw a lot of guys that were from class, but then a lot, like the bulk of people, I don't know. So for me, it's like, that's exciting, but at the same time, it's a safety concern because I have no one to check in with. Is this guy a weirdo? Is it okay if he picks me up? So that type of thing. So I'm not going to advocate for dating because everyone does it for different reasons, but it's something that I wish I had done a bit more in varsity, and just generally just met like different types of gens. Like, varsity is the one place where you can meet like people in your age group who have the same expectations, which are very low at varsity level, and who generally like the same things. You understand? It's a big universe of people to pick from. Whereas now in the real world, I don't want you to pick me up at Checkers, because if I want to get my Coke and my Red Bull and my toilet paper, that's what I'm there to do. Don't say hi. I don't want you to interrupt me during my set at the gym. Yeah, that's my home gym. That's my safe space. I have my earphones in. I don't want to be interrupted by a hi. Also, I don't want things to be weird if I don't like you and now I have to change my gym. I prefer dating apps because I like being approached when I'm looking. When I'm not looking, I don't want to be approached. When I'm looking, I like to be approached. So that's the nice thing about a dating app, right? But all of this is that much nicer when you're at varsity, because you guys are in the same space, same age group, and there's so many people. Like, there's people you like, there's people you're definitely gonna find someone that you like or don't like, even if it doesn't last long, it's a couple of months, but like, you know what I mean, you're definitely gonna find someone. Whereas here, it's like, where am I gonna meet someone? Anyways, my boyfriend might be watching this. I have a boyfriend now. We did meet on Tinder, etc., etc. So I'm not looking, but yeah, it was difficult because we don't have any mutual friends. I don't know anyone that he knows. You know what I mean? So it's quite, I don't know. I wish I'd done more of that in Varsity. And yeah, I think those are my 3 what I miss / regrets. And if you have anything to add on to this, please drop it down in the comments below. Chat to me, let me know what you're thinking. And yeah, sorry about the birds. They're joining into our conversation.